Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Wednesday morning, first Wednesday of September. We got a big show lined up, but first let's take a look at our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Drew Pollard, hard-working crew, taking care of our everyday comfort needs, getting back hot again. How about predicted high today, 93, and low is going to be a 75, so a big jump right there. Looking at water temperature back up to 90 degrees, so we're looking at a situation where, we're still back in this hot weather now, so be aware of that. River readings brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. I didn't get the river readings this morning, so we'll just make sure we get them for you tomorrow. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Today is September the 6th, and we've got decent tides, really good tides coming up this weekend. Got a low tide coming in, actually right there in the middle of the day, about 2 o'clock will be the low tide. So it's going out and then we come back in for the afternoon tide. Not a bad situation. Wind will be east-southeast at about 6 to 8. All right? Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. I talk about all kinds of different things on here. On occasion, we get to talk about the sturgeon. And I've been looking up some recent research. As you know, we've been on some of the trips out on the water and captured them and tagged them and all that, but they're still doing research on it. I ran across this on the FWC page the other day. Juvenile Gulf sturgeon population, they're still continuing to study. That's a little baby one right there. They're cute, aren't they? All right. And then they were studying, here's one a little bit bigger. They're doing this, I don't know if our local office is doing here in Panama City, but I saw over Santa Rosa County, they're doing some of it. But here, I want to show you the rivers. In the blue, these are the rivers here, starting lower right-hand corner on the right-hand side. That's the Suwannee River, okay, on the far right, on the other side of Tallahassee, and then, of course, the Apalachicola. The sturgeon are found in the blue. Now, I thought it interesting between Tallahassee, the river in between the Apalachicola and Suwannee is the Ocklawahnee, and they don't find any in there. That's interesting. And then, of course, over here, the Choctaw, then over in the Pensacola, Scambia, and then over here, Alabama River. So these are the areas they're studying right now on the population growth. So here are some pictures. Is this not a cool picture? Is that not some cool creek water, some river water, tannic acid right there, and so clear? Makes you want to go jump in it, as hot as it is today. But that is a big sturgeon right there. And then, and of course, then the juvenile sturgeon. So that's some of the FWC personnel actually getting to show off with some of the good fish catches and all. Look, we have a video on a fishing trip on the other day. So we're going to take a break and we'll come back and talk about our video we're going to show you. So we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. Glad you're with us. I got a video coming up, but first, let me tell you how this come about. I was at a ball game the other night, watching the local teams play, and here comes Bill Shields and Cody and some of those, and I waved. And he came over, sat down, and started talking to me. And of course, one of the first things we started talking about is fishing. And he said, "Let's go fishing tomorrow." I said, "Okay, let's go." So we loaded one of the spur of the moment. So on that the next afternoon, we went down and actually went down to Howard Creek and got to spend the night. We sort of scouted, got there late. It was a Friday afternoon and got there late, so we had a little hamburger and all and rode around and sort of figured out we were going to fish the next day and spend the night on a houseboat. That's just special to spend the night on a houseboat, especially that one. That houseboat was put there in 1950 by his granddaddy, and it got a great story. We've covered it before and talked about it, but we Bill Shields and I go way back. I've known him since he was a teenager and a good basketball player and all that. And married Lynette Ronk and raised some fine boys. But anyway, just enjoy being around people. And so we get to the houseboat and we get up that next morning. He cooks a big old breakfast. You saw the picture. But I want to show you at Howard Creek, sort of where we go. This is Howard Creek right here. And okay, so now, you understand, on the Brothers River, the actual boat landing is right here. Okay, that's Howard Creek community right there in the center. they actually put in. Now the bottom, the low, what called lower end, it's still closed under construction. See that circle there? They're gonna make that a campground. They're gonna put 295 campers in it. No, that not many, but anyway. So you got to launch. You got to launch up here, the upper landing right there. You launch there and go down to the Brothers, okay, and then you come out right here, and it's a really pretty area. See the houseboats right there? The houseboat we were on was the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Tankersley and Raffles and a lot of local folks in that little group of folks right there. And it's just fun. So we went down the river, and let's see. See this houseboat's on, this is on the Brothers River. See, we're not in Apalachicola Big River yet. And then you got Bierman Creek, Brothers, and then you hit, see the Big River here, you finally hit it. But this, you basically fish the Brothers, you don't get much into the Big River. So anyway, that's why Howard Creek is special to me, because it has a lot of history behind it, but there's a lot of good fishing in there. In the past, hasn't been crowded, but when they bring in all those campers, it's going to start getting crowded. It's pretty good, some good folks down there that look after each other and all that. So we decided, we stopped by Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle on the way down and got some worms and got some crickets. And I listen, Richard said last week they'd already sold, when we bought the crickets, they'd already sold 30,000 crickets that week. And was selling, he figured about 10,000 more. He was selling close to 40,000 crickets. Does that tell you folks are coming down and doing some fishing, buying some crickets and worms? And we were loaded with worms, we were loaded with crickets. So we ended up, now I'll give you a secret, we actually caught more on the worms. We actually went shell cracker fishing and looking for shell cracker. And again, I've got the video of it. It's just the trip itself. It's not all fishing, just the trip itself, as in all outdoor activities. The trip is just a lot of fun doing all of it. So that's why I try to show you all the things we do. So we're going to go ahead and going to get set up. We're going to show this video, and we're going to take the rest of the show, and we'll be back tomorrow. So appreciate y'all watching. So sit back, get another cup of coffee, and let's watch this video. All right, folks, here we are. My buddy, Bill Shields.
What up?
He asked me last night, you want to go fishing? I said 2 words, heck yeah. So what we're going to do, Bill?
Well, we're going to stop here at the Weewaw Wiggler and get us a few earthworms, and we're going to head down there and see if we can catch a few shell cracker and maybe a catfish or 2.
All right.
Spend the night and get up and get after them again in the morning and come home and watch football.
We're going to sleep on the houseboat. I love it. I love it.
What up?
What up, Richard?
Y'all are being surveilled.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're being surveilled right
The
now.
Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle, we headed to Howard Creek. You got any worms and crickets?
No. Dang.
Not for you.
This would be a great place for a bait shop.
Hey, that's what happens when you give me an effing stool.
Look at here, we got everything else but worms and crickets.
What kind of count we got on the earthworms?
We got ever how many counts you want. We got 20, 50, 100.
Just give me 220.
Look at here.
Looking good.
They're alive, aren't they?
Yeah.
How many's in there?
There's 50 in this one.
All right, we're gonna name each one of them, so tomorrow. First one I'm gonna name Richard. The first one we're gonna be called Richard.
There it is.
Well, then he's trying to get away.
That one ain't gonna catch nothing.
Cricket cages.
All right, now you said the crickets are hot right now. What they? How many you been selling?
30,000 in 3 days.
You sold 30,000 crickets in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you something.
That tells you something.
All right.
They're catching them on cricket.
They're catching them on crickets. All right, folks. That's why you come to Weewaw Wiggler Bait and Tackle and get the latest on what's happening. We weren't gonna get crickets, but after Bill went back to the truck to get his cricket basket. All right, back here looking at crickets. Now, Richard. All right, you got a whole box full right here, and then you got some over here. Tell us how many. What's going on?
These boxes hold approximately 10,000 crickets. And I got out of 40,000 crickets, I got 10,000 left.
So you've sold 30,000 crickets this week?
week.
This week. Whoa. And you the only one in town, I mean, the only one around the
But I'm the only one in Florida with brown crickets.
with brown crickets.
Everybody else has got striped crickets.
Oh, you see them, don't you, bro? Goodness gracious. Yeah, we're gonna get some of them. We're getting some over here.
They're all the same. I try not to get the other.
And I get to wear them.
So how you do that? You just
Look
scoop
at
it? Do that again. You just get a scoopful?
See, it's,
Oh, he jumped on me.
oh, it's everywhere.
Look at that. There's one on you. Oh, he jumped out of
Okay,
the...
you see these lines right here?
Yeah.
These lines right here represent 25, 50, 75, and 100.
How about that?
So when you scoop them up, you shake them down, and you know how many crickets you got.
So how cool is that?
And you better not have me on picture.
I think we're gonna have enough bait.
We're gonna have bait, that's for sure. Take these worms.
All right, here we are. We're at the upper landing because the lower landing is under construction. So getting ready. This is Friday afternoon. We're gonna try to fish a little bit while it's nice and cool. The upper landing. The band getting ready to play. Are you going fishing with us? You gonna bait your own hook? You are? That's good. All right, Bill gonna get in and I'm gonna back him up. All right.
I can get in.
All right, I'm gonna get up here in the truck, back him up. All right. Howard Creek gonna be rocking tonight. We're gonna be rocking, we're gonna be fishing. We're gonna miss the party tonight. I think I'd rather be doing this right here. It's already beautiful. All right, here's a lower landing. You can see it's under construction. And I got the walls put up. It's blocked off now, you can't use it. They're gonna put a dock, bring a dock down here. But I guess they bring it to the side or in the middle. I don't know. All right, we got tied up at a houseboat. We got a game plank put in right here. I'm getting ready for Friday night. Oh, guess I can go fishing in a minute. All right, what we got?
Everything looks all right.
Everything looking good. Look at all this sleeping room in here. Woo! Let's see where we are. Oh, we need to go ground some crickets while it's still nice. All right, got anchored out, got set up here. It's just beautiful, what, folks? I've got 2 rods in the holders. Bill's over here, he's got 2 rods. What do you think, Bill?
We just got baited and got set up. We're gonna give them about 20 minutes. Yeah, see if we can get them started, and if we don't, then we're gonna move.
All right, we looked at the clock, it's 6:21 p.m. Here we go. Bill got two. Look
We're not
at
filming that one.
We got one right there. You get a bite on that one?
I did, but I think there's another one about like that one. Which ain't big enough.
He's still on that one. Oh, look at that pollywog.
Little channel cat.
That is. That's nice.
I'm gonna let him go back and grow.
Yeah.
Give him another season or two. But I do appreciate the participation. Appreciate your willingness.
Yeah. It's beautiful and peaceful. And Wendy said a little girl is peaceable.
And it's breakfast.
Bill cooking us breakfast this morning.
Gotta get some nourishment before we pull them big fish.
Gotta get that nourishment. That's right. We slept good. It's still dark 30. Look here.
Man, it must have rained more than we thought it did last night.
All right. It did. Saturday morning. It came a storm last night, Bill.
Yeah, it did.
It was lightning popping and thunder and
That was an electrical storm last night.
it was. I hope everybody's okay up at Howard Creek.
Well, it didn't knock the power out, so that's a good thing.
Yep. All
A
right.
lot of water in my boat that I didn't.
All that rainwater coming out.
I think so, yeah.
Look at that. All right, folks, here's what we're looking for. Hey, caught him on a worm in our secret spot. All right. All right. Bill. You got to be kidding. Bill had one on there, folks. I told him to hold on now until I turned the camera on. I had to reach down and get the camera. He was nice enough to hold on, and I turned the camera on and the fish got off.
Yeah.
Bill, next time just bring him in.
We can't eat that picture.
That was funny.
Oh, wow.
Oh. There we go.
Nice little shell cracker.
All right.
And
That's
he
a-
swallowed it to his goozle.
That's a healthy looking one too.
Yeah, he's a nice fish.
All right, there's another one. All right, that looks like a twin.
Yeah, this is a little bit smaller, but hey, they eat.
Put them in the box. They're coming in late.
Look at the old
There's the tank. The cypress stump. Okay, that's target. Now what Bill was telling me, these folks across the river, they target practice across the river. They got a 5-gallon gas tank to target. They got targets hanging up over here. I hope they don't do it this morning, Bill.
It's usually during hunting season.
Okay, during hunt season. That's funny. Not safe, but it's funny.
Okay.
All right. All right. We moved over here, but we're sitting on them. Look at there.
Well,
All right.
he's an eater, but I'd rather catch him a little bigger than that, but I sure don't mind eating them that.
Hey, that's the truth.
I like to eat them small.
A good little spot here. All right. Oh, I got another one here. That's a,
This is a little better fish.
oh man, that's a nice one right there.
Winston, if I could get any help, we'd have a mess of fish.
I'm telling you, that's the truth. We were gonna move out of this spot just a minute ago.
Yeah, I was.
Yep. All right, I'm trying to help Bill out.
Yeah, I made one smart comment,
And
and there he took off. Now he's out
I
fishing.
caught a couple of them since he said that.
I had to make one smart comment. And that
Keep on
caught
talking.
me. Now I can't get a bite.
All right.
He's wearing them out.
All right, back at the houseboat. Just finished cleaning the fish. Got a good mess. I bet you don't see this very often. Look at all the dirt and all in this. They like a houseboat. All right, we'll head back to Howard Creek Landing.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.